To this date, what would you say your biggest discovery would be? Materia smuggling, without a doubt. Materia smuggling is the glitch that I found completely on my own, basically. It had been done before, but no one knew how it was done. I went in and actually figured out how to do it, how to replicate it, all of the different things it does, and it completely changed the game. Both on the PS1 version and on the Steam version. Unfortunately, there's no use for it on the PS1 version for the speedrun, but it still can do crazy stuff on console. And it completely changed the Steam version. So it's definitely my biggest thing I've found. Alright, time for some 4 Condor. We've been fighting the Shinra for a long time at this battlefield. Even now, we're settled in a long war with them. If you're in a hurry, would you help us fight them? Listen, we don't want to push you, but if you're in the middle of something, why don't you finish that first? Nope, this is more important. Forget Sephiroth. I don't think so, Dean. There might be some crazy thing where, like, 100% would use it, but I haven't seen anything like that yet. I was thinking about that, though. I think you're too strong in 100% at that point to matter. Like, you wouldn't... Smuggling in materia wouldn't be faster. I think they just throw an item or something and kill them. But... there is some world where maybe... you could kill Raps faster if you smuggled in a materia. Now this is something I never thought anyone would ever climb up here. Your eyes are different. Yeah, they look pretty different. Well, anyhow, any minute now, this will be a battlefield against Shinra. You better get down before you get involved. The Shinra. The Shinra here too? It appears you have a problem with Shinra too. After all, you climbed up here. Why not listen to what I have to say for a moment? Do you know what's at the top of this mountain? The reactor and the Condor. I can see you're very perceptive. Yes, it's a reactor and a Condor. It seems the Shinra doesn't like the idea of having a Condor on top of the reactor. It's not very logical. I'm certain there must be state-of-the-art materia inside the reactor, am I right? It seems there's some type of special materia in the reactor above us, and because the Condors came, the Shinra rushed troops there. The military wants to get the Condor and all the villagers off this mountain. The Condors are now warming their eggs, which hatch only once every few years. We would like to protect the Condors from being harmed. New lives. So to protect the eggs, are you going to protect the reactor? Special materia, huh? Well, things are getting interesting. Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to fight Shinra ourselves. That's why we have hired soldiers to help us. As our sponsor, you can help us with a contribution or by fighting alongside us. What do you think? You want to join us in our fight? You decide what you're going to do. If things go right, we might even be able to pray to that special materia. We might even be able to pray to that special materia. What a weird way to put that. I got it. Let me lend a hand too. Okay, it's settled. We're gonna get that materia, right? How's it going, Patches? So, for those of you that grew up hating this game, this minigame, I'm about to make your life a lot better. About to make your next playthrough a lot nicer. I always liked this minigame growing up. But yeah, it is pretty cut and dry. Could have been more detailed, but I mean, I think for what it was and stuff, like, I think this minigame was really cool. Like, the only reason we think it could be better is just because we've seen better games, you know? But back in the day, it was pretty cool. Unless you're not into this kind of thing, then you probably hated it. Yo, Sona! Thank you for the 4 months. Time for some Fort Condor. Kinda. Kinda time for some Fort Condor. Oh god, it takes forever to load, jeez. I don't remember it taking this long. Yo, Emilgator! Thank you for the 28 months. Appreciate it, my man. Welcome back. So, the way this game works is basically like as your units move down, you're able to create units next to them because you kind of captured that side of the board. And it doesn't let you place any units past this first guy for the setup. But once you start the game, you can place a unit in front of him because you now own that part of the board, right? So if you continue placing units, you continue to push that line where you're allowed to place characters further down the screen. Until about here, there's like a hard limit around here. So if you look at what unit's coming, which is usually the dog, you can make some fighters. And because these fighters are way further down the screen than they're supposed to be, they can get to the enemy way faster than they're supposed to. Actually, I could have placed these guys a little closer, huh? Maybe some more. And then you can increase the speed. Mash X to go through the text. And they'll kill the enemies before the next one spawns. And because it's coded to let you win if you kill all the enemies, game's over. And that's Fort Condor. And you can do the same thing with the forced fight as well, to make that one quicker. Yeah, it doesn't check if you beat the boss monster, it checks if there's no enemies left. Which normally wouldn't happen, but if you rush the first enemies, you can take advantage of that, not have to do the game. Oh, I got the magic cone. I'm just thinking about stuff we're gonna talk about with Red 13 later. In his certain weapon. How's it going, LS? Yeah, I don't know a ton about the double boss glitch. You'll have to hit us up with that info when we get there. I don't actually know a ton about that. I've seen it before, but I don't know a lot about it. The Imperial Guard is really strong, it's just that you already have most of the best equipment in the game at that point, so it's just not as useful as it could be. And also the PS1 version, because the magic defense bug, it's even worse. But yeah, at that point you have all the elemental stuff, you're about to go get the Mistile, you're about to go get... You could have already gone and gotten the... Let's see, what do you get in the... What do you get in the ship? Or the Galnica plane, I mean. you get? Oh yeah, you get the escort guard there. So yeah. Yeah, unfortunately you just already have a lot of the best stuff in the game. So what was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. I forget what it was. Oh, I got Lunatic Eye. That's right. Well, does it work on this, does it work on PS1? I thought that was a Steam-only thing because it was a triangle, it was a menu skip. A lot of the menu skip stuff is Steam-only. We get to talk about something really interesting when we get the Junon. I gotta... Hopefully I remember how to do it, though. Oh, Mr. Dolphin is definitely going to be in the remake. Don't worry about that. If it's not, I'm taking it back. I'll be getting a refund. Red 13 in Shinra refund. In Shinra uniform or refund. I mean, part of me wants to say that they'll skip Mr. Dolphin and just have like a reference to him. But given that it's Square, I would be not shocked at all if there's an entire mini game where you jump over sharks with Mr. Dolphin and there's like leaderboards. And you unlock a frickin' dab. Like getting the highest score. It's the most ridiculous thing you can think of. Probably isn't ridiculous enough. I just want Barrett to do a dab when he manipulates in the remake. Don't let me forget to show that off. Because I wasn't remembering it till now, but you gotta remind me to do manipulate with Barrett. When we get manipulate. No, we're not gonna do a double date today. Instead, I think we're gonna do some Nightmare mod later. So technically, Final Fantasy VII all day, just not a double day of this. Yo, super secret! Think about the 16! What happened to this town? It's so run down. Is there still that weird texture outside of Junon? Or is that a Steam thing? I think it's a Steam thing. There's this weird texture in the Steam version that, like... Oh, here it is. Yeah, so I'm stuck here. I don't know what it is. There's this weird, like, diagonal wall here that you can get stuck on. You see that? So, like, I'm gonna hold down right now, and Cloud's gonna go to the right. Actually, it's gonna go nowhere. There's, like, a wall here. It's really strange. I don't know why that happens. Alright. So bottom swell is pretty neat. Kind of a beginner trap with the bubbles. My name is Priscilla. Now you say it. Who are you guys? Are you members of the Shinra Inc.? Hey, watch your mouth. We hate the Shinra. That's how it is. I don't believe you. Get out of here. Great. Hey, it's a monster. Be careful, Mr. Dolphin. Good. Hey, hold on. We're coming. So, bottom swell is similar to the Zolom, where if you poison him and then never hit him again, he'll never go into his second phase, where he does the bubbles and the big waves. So that's a very easy way to beat him. We're not going to do that because it's a baby strat, but if you want to do that, you can. Also, I wanted to talk a little bit about the bubble. The bubble is a super unique attack in this game. It's not like the pyramid from Reno. It's actually programmed differently. And it gives you a status ailment that is hidden in the game. I'm forgetting the name of it. I just blanked. What's it called? Duel. That's what it's called. Thank you, Soldier. So this status effect here is called Duel, and it's basically a reverse regen. And this is the only part of the whole game it's in. I think they were planning on having it be an ailment that was more used, but it ended up only being used for this fight. And some mods use it a bunch, because it is programmed into the game. It's called Duel, and it's got its own programming, but it only was ever used for this fight. Yeah, I don't know why it's called Duel. It's such a weird name. You'd think it'd be like Sap. I really love Red 13's limits. He has some really unique ones. One of my biggest issues with this game is that the limits are really similar. Most of them just deal damage. But Red 13 has some really unique ones, like Lunatic High, which gives you haste and defense, which is kind of a weird combination. Yeah, it's strange because it inflicts like imprison, but it's different than Reno's, because Reno, you cannot target the pyramid. You target the character and it hits the pyramid. But the bubble, it's two separate things. There's the bubble and there's the character, and you have to target the bubble. So for some reason they did it differently. I'm not sure why. Also, I guess Bottom Swell stole Young Cloud's power wrist. I don't know how he got it, but I guess Cloud, like, dropped it. Bottom Swell picked it up. This is bad. You don't think she's dead, do you? Priscilla! Nope, she's not breathing. Hey, that's it. Young man, CPR now. Mouth to mouth? Do it, Cloud. But she's just a girl. You know I can't. Red 13 has an out. He's like, nope, can't do it. What? You don't know how? Come over here, I'll show you. Guess I gotta do it. Just take a deep breath, hold it in, then breathe into her. Hurry up and do it! Could you just told me that right there? So, this game always mystified me when I was doing it as a kid. I did not understand how it worked at all. Basically, the way it works is every tick that goes up is a number. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And basically you just have to get to a number. So it doesn't actually matter how full you do it. It's just a bit quicker if you do it full. The fastest way to do it, if I remember, I always forget the number. I believe it's 4 full breaths and then 1/2 is the fastest way. It's either 4 or 5, I always forget. I believe 4 almost full breaths, which I didn't actually do full. I did 1 less than full for the first 2. So we'll do like 3/4 here. Should hopefully be enough. Yep. So yeah, 4 fulls and then 1/2 will get you there. Ugh. Hey, Priscilla, are you alright? Yeah, the music is weird. I mean, I guess it kind of fits, but not really. How's it going, Snipes? Okay, so I get to show off something really, really cool here. That was literally just found like a month ago. And I made a video about it, but it was kind of under the radar because it's not a super crazy shockwave of information, but it is really neat. So let's see if I can remember how to do it. If I don't remember, I'll have to look up my own video. Also, Fort Condor here, there's a Fort Condor fight, like, right now, which is so weird because we just went there, but there's another one that you can only do now, and you have to walk there with Cloud only to do it. I'm not going to do the Fort Condor stuff. There's some rewards you can get just for that. I think the most important one is the ring. There's a ring you can only get from Fort Condor. But yeah, I'm not going to worry about it because none of it's really that good. You all must be tired. If you want to get some rest, stay here. Here, I'll read off the list in case anyone's interested. There are 21 battles, including the first one. There's the first one, then there's right now. You have to get it before you grab Shiva. Like, you have to go right now, as only Cloud, and go grab it. Then there's after getting the whistle. So you have to go there, do the fight, come back, get the whistle, and then go again. It's ridiculous. Then there's after getting the buggy, but before going to Cosmo. Then there's after forming the party for the cave. Then there's after the cave of Gi is the one I'm talking about. Then after talking to Shara before Rufus arrives. After getting the tiny Bronco. After the date, but before the temple. After the temple, but before the forest. After the forest, but before the city. After the city, but before Genova. After starting Disc 2, but before the High Wind. After getting the High Wind, but before Medial. And then the final battle that you have to do. And I guess there's a couple that are coded in, but you can never do them, which is kind of weird. But yeah, you can look that up if you're interested. But none of them give rewards that are really, like, special. I think there's one ring you can only get from Fort Condor. No, actually, no. I don't even think it's only from Fort Condor. I think you just get it early. I don't know. Let's look it up, because I'm curious. Certainly there's a list here somewhere. Okay, Magic Comb is the one you get for the first one, which is probably the best thing. Then you can get a Peace Ring if you go right now. Then there's Ether, Mega Elixir, High Potion, Super Ball, Turbo Ether, X Potion, Elixir. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So really, right now if you go, you get the Peace Ring, which is okay. But you can also purchase it from Rocket Town, so it's no big deal. And if you go after completing the cave, but before speaking to Shara, you can get the Super Ball, which I think is the only place you can get the Super Ball. Or, oh wait, can you purchase it from Junon? I think you can purchase it from Junon later, like Disc 3. So yeah, there's nothing you can't get anywhere else. Except the Magic Comb, I think. Nope, you can purchase that too. So yeah, you can never do Fort Condor and still get everything. So it's really not worth doing. Want to rest? Why does Yuffie look so angry? Look at her. She looks like a Mega Man boss with like the down eyebrows. That reminds me. You again? Who are you? You'll find out soon, but more importantly, 5 years ago. 5 years ago, Nibelheim. When you went to Mount Nibel then, Tifa was your guide, right? Yeah, I was surprised. But where was Tifa other than that? I don't know. It was a great chance for you two to see each other again. You're right. Why couldn't you see each other alone? I don't know. I can't remember clearly. Why don't you try asking Tifa? Yeah. Then get up. We've had a lot of discussions about who that is talking there. Hey, wake up. Wake up, Cloud. Tifa. When Sephiroth and I went to Nibelheim, where were you? We saw each other, right? The other time. No, it was 5 years ago. I don't remember. But something seems strange outside. Cloud, come quick. We've had a lot of different theories. We've talked about, like, Cloud talking to himself. We talked about it being Zack. We talked about it being Genova. There's a lot of cool theories. Oh god, why did the music got really loud for a second. Okay, so let's see if I remember how to do this. If I do it wrong, I soft lock, so I gotta save. So just like before, we're gonna talk to this guy at the same time we run into the wall to get a double text box. Because if you walk into the wall, he says the same thing. So you can get him to say the same thing twice. Now we gotta talk to this old guy on this side, so I don't get soft locked. Okay. Now we go start the Priscilla thing. And she's gonna interrupt our text box. And then we gotta run back to where we're supposed to be so we don't soft lock. So now I can walk during this scene, even though I'm not supposed to be able to. Now we're just going to go through this text normally. She's going to give us Shiva. now we're going to leave. And if we did it right... we have Shiva. And the scene should reset. Are you alright now? Thanks for helping. I'm sorry, I mistook you for one of those Shinra ink. That's alright. I'll give you something special. It's an amulet. Take good care of it, okay? What's that music? It sure sounds lively. I heard they're rehearsing the reception for the new Shinra president. Rufus, I gotta pay my respects. Grandpa and Grandma told me this beach was beautiful when they were small, but after the Shinra built the city above, the sun stopped shining here, and the water got polluted. I was raised on that story and hate Shinra so much I could die. You think Rufus is thinking about crossing the ocean from here too? What? Does that mean Sephiroth has already crossed the ocean? Cloud, didn't you finish Rufus off? We gotta get to the town up there. Maybe we can climb the tower. No, there's a high voltage current running underneath the tower. Don't wander near it, it's dangerous. But you might be able to if Mr. Dolphin helps you. Follow me. I love that little pause he does. High voltage tower, I guess that means Cloud will be alright. Yeah, better leave it to Cloud. We're counting on you, Cloud. Hey, wait a second. I love that part. So yeah. We now have 2 Shivas. And you can actually do that infinitely and get as many Shivas as you want. Unfortunately, there's not a ton of reason to have 2 Shivas. You can place the Shivas, like if I place 2 Shivas, I'll actually get 2 casts, which is really strange that that's the way it works, but it does. But Shiva's not super duper powerful or anything, so... but it's a really, really cool little thing there. And that was just found recently, like a month ago. So, just goes to show this game never stops giving. It does give magic +1. Unfortunately, that's not too much, but... so if I go to summon Shiva, see it says 2x, so I could actually summon Shiva twice. Yeah, this is a really weird enemy. He's one of the only enemies that can change your row. How's it going, Zayden? I don't remember off the top of my head who found it, but I said so in my video, if you watched my video on it. I mentioned who found it. I don't remember off the top of my head. I can think of a couple people that were probably the ones, but I don't want to say without knowing. Yeah, so, you have the same amount of summons depending on how many stars you have. So, Shiva level 1, you get 1 cast. Shiva level 2, you get 2 casts. Shiva level 3, you get 3 casts, and etc. But if you stack them like this, it actually gives you the equivalent of stars. So if this one were level 2 and this one were level 1, I'd have 3. And then Master Magic gives you infinite. If the summon is mastered, you still only get 5. But if you equip Master Magic, or Master Summon, the actual materia, you get infinite. And I think that's all that's exciting here. Oh, there was one other funny thing I wanted to talk about. Just a really unknown fact. So, multiple materias in this game that are given to you have some kind of backup code in case you have full materia. It'll say something like, you have full materia, and then the materia will stay there. and then you can go and like sell one of your materia. There is one exception. Jata materia does not have that. So if you pick it up and you have max materia, it just disappears forever. But Shiva actually has a backup code and a whole text thing for if you have max materia, which is weird because it's very uncommon that you would have max materia at this point in the game. But if for some reason you have max materia here, oh, does Final Attack do it too? I didn't know that. If you have max materia here, Priscilla will say, you can't take this yet, I'll keep it on my bed or something. And then you actually have to go up here to her house, and it's sitting on her bed up here. It's like right here. And you can pick it up that way. So most people have never seen that because who would have max materia at this point? But, yeah. There's a little cutscene for that. Alright, let's play another game of Let's Ruin the Minigame. Let's ruin the minigame with Death Unites Us. Hey, kids, you remember when this was annoying and it took you forever to get up here? Guess what? No, ain't that something? I ain't never seen no dolphin jump like that. Pretty cool, huh? When I blow this whistle, Mr. Dolphin jumps for me. Here, this is for you, Cloud. A gift? What am I supposed to do with it? Just go into the water, blow this whistle, and Mr. Dolphin will jump up to the top of the pole. Jump to the top of the pole? See that rod sticking out at the top? If you jump just right, you can climb to the top of the town. Good luck, Cloud. If you make it, we'll follow you. Whoa, I'll hold the PHS for you. It'll break if it gets wet. You want to jump with Mr. Dolphin? So, the pro strat is you go to the left, like where that little piece is jutting out, and there's a little spot there you can sit, and you'll get it. But if you want to be lazy, just hit the button twice. There you go. This has been ruining your childhood with Death Unites Us. Hey, thanks, No. Appreciate it, man. That cutscene's great. Yeah, it's really cool. The way it's like dynamic, to where you like walk up while the cutscene's playing was... I mean, it's crazy to me that basically the moving video was already revolutionary in this game. But then on top of that, they were able to layer movement and, you know, models with the movies. And there's a couple movies you can walk around during, too. It's wild. The reason Kajata does that, I think, is that it's coded as an NPC because it's actually moving around. That makes sense. That's an interesting idea. Does this thing act really weird? No. In the Steam version, that button's kind of weird. Hey, oh, hurry, the new president, he's here. Hey, you still dressed like that? Come here. Hey, rookie, can't you hear me? Come over here. I wanted to save. Alright. I'm gonna take a break real quick. I wanna go get some water, coffee and stuff. Alright, here we go. So, oh, hold on, let's go through this first. Today's the big day when we welcome President Rufus. Hurry up and change. Quit yapping, hurry up. Shinra uniform. I was so proud when I first put this on. I wonder when it was. I couldn't stand wearing this thing anymore. Wow, you look good in it. You remember the greeting procedure, right? The look on your face says you forgot. Alright, I'll show you again. Just like we do. Commander, we'll help too. This is how you do it. We'll sing too. Alright, show 'em. Now march. That's the welcoming march. Then. Why does it say then? I'll sing along with you. Quietly. Ah! Ah! Hey, come on now. Now. I don't understand that text at all. He's like, quietly, and then just yells. Rufus has arrived. Preparation completed. Alright, showtime. Go disgrace yourselves. Such a weird scene. So there's not a ton to talk about here, except the 2 mini-games. The first mini-game is really hard to do, even if you know what you're doing. It's just not good. It's just not... It's not coded well. And even if you do it right, half the time it doesn't work. There's a couple setups that can help you do it, but even then, it's just really bad. So I'll try to do my best, see what we get. The rewards are 50+% is 5,000 gil, 40+ is 6 ethers, 30+ is 6 potions, anything else is grenade. If I remember correctly, the 6 ethers actually sell for more, I think. Is that right? Do you guys remember how much ethers sell for off the top of your head? Because they're... Let's see. It should be half of what they're worth, I think. So they sell for $7.50 a piece, right? So that's... How much was it? 6? 6 ethers at $7.50 would be 1,500 times 3. So it would be 4,500? No. I'm bad at math. Yeah? 4,500? So it's almost as much if you sell it all. It's only 500 short if you sell them all. But the thing is, 5,000 gil can't buy you 6 ethers. So if you'd rather the 6 ethers, they're better because 5,000 doesn't... You can't buy 6 ethers with 5,000 gil. So 40+ is pretty good to get. I think, like... It's been a while that I looked into this, but I think, like, the most anyone's ever gotten is, like, 60. You can't get, like, any higher than that. I was able to get the highest number once after, like, hours of doing this over and over again with save states. That's how hard it is. Because, like, everything has to work perfectly, and even then, sometimes it doesn't work. Oh no, no one's here! Late? Hey rookie, it's because you're running around like that. Captain, we'll take a shortcut. Right, good idea. Get over here. Dude, look at my pixels. Where do my legs go? Alright, you first. Okay, so the pro strat, which doesn't even work that well, is you hold down an X, and it will get you through the parade. And then you're pretty much in the right spot. And then you just mash circle and hope for the best. You gotta mash it, but in a specific way. You need to mash it so that, like, the whole animation goes off. So just hold down an X, and that gets you right here. What the heck was that guy doing? So. I want somebody to send that soldier an expensive gift. No, the live ratings are not random. Well, where the number starts is a bit random. So, that's another thing that makes it hard to get, like, a maximum score. Because sometimes it's just really low when you get into place. Good, we made it. Oh, President Rufus. Hey, line up and shut up. Go make a move. How's the job? What happened to the airship? The long-range airship is still being prepared. It should be ready in about 3 more days. Gwahaha! Even the Air Force's Galnica? Gwahaha! Stop that stupid horse laugh. Things are different than when my father was in charge. Also, yeah, I forgot to mention that plane in the back when you're looking at the high wind is actually the Galnica, which sinks later. I think it is. Because they reference it there, so I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah. Is the ship ready? Yes, sir. We'll get it ready quickly. I really wish there was a Rufus fight later. Like, even if it's just in Rocket Town. Because they kind of set up Rufus with the Cloud fight, and you expect to fight him later as, like, a rematch, and it never happens. I guess it makes it even the more wild when Rufus dies, because you're, like, expecting another fight with him, and then it never happens. What a disaster. Heidegger was really irritated. The man in the black cape's been roaming the city, but we can't find him. Man in a black cape? He showed up 2 or 3 days ago and killed a few of our soldiers. He disappeared right after that. There's a rumor going around that it was Sephiroth. Attention! Dismissed! I love this part. Hey, you! You messing with the army? What if I am? You're too lazy. No break for you. Get over here. Can you explain the 1 in 36 soldier? Yeah, they're useless. I don't remember. I think so. I think it's a rumor that the soldiers, the Masamune replica, and a bunch of the other dummy items were dummied items in that they were supposed to be something and then they just ended up being nothing. It's either that they were dummied and they were supposed to be something, or they were never supposed to be something and they're just collectibles, because Square does that a lot with their games. They have like collectible items that do nothing other than just to collect them. But there's a chance that they wanted to do more with them, and they just never did. And it's funny because, yeah, a lot of people always thought that there were that many of them because of the name. Yeah, a lot of us were always addicted to trying to figure out the rumors behind them. And back when the internet was first getting popular, in addition to all the Aerith rumors, there were also rumors about the 135 and the Masamune and all that. They were all fake. This is the military, soldier. Your orders for today are to send off President Rufus at the dock. I'll keep drilling you until it's time. I'll help, sir. Me too, sir. All right. Line up in order and show me your final pose. Today's command is formation. Remember it. Ready? Junon military send-off, begin! favorite thing to do here is just spin around in circles and then tell them I got it. Got it! Commander, what's the special pose? I haven't decided yet. Alright, rookie, I'll let you decide. Show me your best move. Let's see, my best move is... Wow, that's awesome! Alright, we'll go with that as today's special. Practice it. Yes, sir! Well then, meet at the dock. Don't be late. Attention, dismissed. If they have this scene in the remake, I'd love to have a part where, like, you walk in on them practicing it and they're, like, dropping their gun. That'd be funny. I mean, in Cloud's defense, anyone that's ever seen that died. Anyone that's ever seen Cloud do his victory stance, he killed them, so I guess none of them have ever seen it.